Hello friends, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to see how we can import a CSV file into Excel and interpret the data with the help of Power Query. Power Query is an advanced inbuilt tool in Excel which helps us to import data from various sources and slice in data based on our convenience and the requirements. In our example, I have a simple CSV file like this, where we have the sales data. We have got multiple products, the number of units sold, the variant, which region the sales happened, the cost of each product, and the revenue. Revenue is nothing but the cost into the number of units sold. As you all know, CSV file can be opened in an Excel sheet or it can be opened as a notepad. So if you have a default way of opening a CSV as a notepad, so don't worry, it's going to be the same thing. Now the first step is, let's open a blank Excel sheet and import this particular CSV file. Now let's go to data. So because it's a CSV, we are choosing from text/CSV file. It's going to give us an option. And this is the CSV file I've got. So the inbuilt Power Query is evaluating the data in the background and see which is the delimiter. In our case it's a comma, and then gives us a simple snapshot of what the data looks like. Now if you are happy to load the data like this, you can just hit load button, which is going to load the data in the spreadsheet. Because we want to slice and dice, we want to play with some data, we are going to hit the transform data button over here. Let's hit the transform data, and this will pop up the Power Query editor window. First thing first, we want the region to be separated into city and the state name. If you look at it, we have city and the state name within the parenthesis in a single cell. The first thing we need to do is we need to separate that. It's quite simple in the Power Query window. First select the column which we want to separate. There are two ways to do this. I will show both. Now if you want to add a separate column for one of the item in this particular cell, we can go to add column. Say for example, in our case, let's add a new column for the state values. So I'll go to add column and then I hit extract. Now what I need to extract is the text between the delimiters. In our case, the delimiter is the open and close parenthesis. Hit here. The start delimiter is going to be open bracket, open parenthesis, and the end delimiter is going to be the close parenthesis. Hit OK. Now this will add a new column in the last with just the text between the delimiters which we chose. In our case is the open and the close parenthesis. Right? Now let's rename this as state. Okay. Now still we need to separate the city names over here. So let's come back, select this particular column. Now we don't have to add a column. Let's go to transform, again do an extract. This time we are going to extract the text before the delimiter. So the text before the delimiter, and the delimiter in this case is the open parenthesis. So this is going to take out the text before the parenthesis. Hit OK. There you go. Now imagine you want to showcase the data of all the sales, of all the revenue that happened state wise. Irrespective of the product, you want to show how much revenue each state has generated. Let's do a group by. Under the transform, hit group by. Right? We want to group by the state. The operation is the sum, and what we need to sum? We need to sum the revenue. Hit OK. Now this gives a similar look like a pivot table. right? We got all the state names over here and what is the revenue generated for each and every state based on the sales that has happened, right? If you're happy with this, if you can just, this is the result which you want in your spreadsheet, go to file and hit close and load. Now what this does is this creates a connection between your CSV file and the spreadsheet over here. Now let's test the connection. So I've got the CSV file open already. Let me add some value and see if that goes and refreshes the data over there. So let me add some product. Let me give some random numbers over here. The city is gonna be Mysore in our case. The state is gonna be Karnataka. Or else, because we already have Karnataka, let's keep it something very new. So let me say the city is gonna be Tirupati and the state is gonna be Andhra Pradesh. This gives a better view of adding a new state altogether. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Let the cost be same, and as I told, the revenue is the cost into the units sold. Let me save this. Let me go back to the Excel. All you need to do is right click and hit refresh. See, now the new state has come. Now this proves that there is a connection between the new spreadsheet and the CSV file. So whatever updates you do in the CSV, this is just going to keep the connection alive. All you need to do is right click on the table and hit a refresh. Now just as an add-on, if you want this to be shown in a nice map form or so, go to insert, hit maps and do a field map. Now note the map is only available in the latest Excel versions, which is 2019 and 365. If you have that, just hit this and you will get a simple map. Again, the usual thing, you can play with the map. Like if you want, you can add your data labels, which gives something, the usual graphical play which you can play with, right? That's it, guys. This is how you can import a CSV file into an Excel, and while you do all those things, you can play with the data as well. Power Query is very vast. I'm just shown the basics of it. We can do much more videos on that later. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and share the video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a very good day.